2020 started off on a good note. I was in Iowa City for New Year's Eve and got to celebrate with my friends down there. I got a new car at the beginning of the year, and then for spring break, I went with my friend Brad down to Phoenix, and it was really great weather, and we got to spend some great time down there hiking, sightseeing, climbed some mountains. We went to the Grand Canyon. We just had a really great trip and a really good time for the week down there. And even though Corona started affecting us there, it didn't really matter when we were outside, and we just had a great time overall. Then because COVID shut down in-person classes, I just moved back home and got to spend some quality time with the family, and even started a vegetable garden, which I spent a lot of time on in the summer. Then I moved to a new house in Des Moines and got to move a bunch of stuff in, got some new furniture, and got to make the place like home. In June, I went to Oregon, which was a state that I'd wanted to go to for a long time. It's really beautiful out there, and I got to do a lot of sightseeing, went whale watching, went on a lot of hikes, and explored a lot of Oregon, and it was a really great trip. Again, a lot of it was outdoors, and it was like COVID didn't even exist, because when you're hiking in the mountains, you can't tell that there's a global pandemic going on. So that was a really great trip. After I got back from that, my family went on another trip out of state to Michigan, which is another state that I haven't been to, and that was another really fun trip. A lot of outdoors, a lot of hiking, a lot of exploring along the coast of Lake Michigan. We stayed up there for a week, got some really great pictures. In August, it was my grandpa's birthday. It had been really hard this year, not being able to get together as a family. We get together a couple times at least a year, and it was just really great to all get together and be able to celebrate with him for his birthday. Started physical therapy school in August as well, and we had a white coat ceremony, as you see here, inducting us into the program. I also started vlogging this fall, and I got a new camera to do that, and a lot of the time I spent editing and making videos this fall. My brothers came and visited me for a weekend, and we had a really great time exploring Des Moines, hanging out, going out to eat, and going to Smash Park, which is this outdoor game place. And I went on one more big trip this year. I drove out to southern Utah and visited some of the national parks out there. I went to Canyonlands, Capitol Reef, and Bryce Canyon, all three national parks that I hadn't been to before. And I went camping for the week and spent a lot of time outdoors hiking, taking pictures and videos, and it was overall just a really good trip. I went back home again for Thanksgiving, and my brothers and I made Thanksgiving dinner and spent some really good time as a family. And of course, I got to see my dog Buddy. 2020 overall was a pretty crappy year because of COVID, but looking back, I had a lot of fun things that I did, and there were a lot of high points.